Hello, hello. Welcome to Coffee Chat with Angie, episode number 28, where we talk about eco-friendly ideas fighting against the shitstem of the bully dozer. Okay, so here we are today. We're going to do the audio book of the mythology of the Yan Sui, called The Story of the WHO of YAH. Okay, this is why Mama Bear is the go-to. She is part of everything in the realms of the elementals. Since she is the Buddha within, dressed in sky blue, the third part of the triple goddesses, the high priestess card. She is the crone, the universe card. What you see when you look and pray upward. The Empress card, the Queen. And the High Priestess card, the only direct path from the self, number 6, the sun, to number 2. The only direct path from the self, number 6, the sun, to number 1, the top of the tree, the supernulls. In a nutshell, the High Priestess is the part of you that meditates, making the foundation of all that's your craft. So, transcending ego, the core authentic self, the microcosm, all the chatter silenced, number 0, aka the O, O Yah, number 0 comes before number 1. Saying out loud, O Yah, is the prayer for all prayers. You might cross yourself for Yahushua as you say it. This prayer brings you to the Pisces side of the ram, the symbol for this unity. The symbol for this unity is the 6-pointed star, the pentagram. And all this is the moon card in the tarot. You might meditate before the High Priestess and moon cards. The negative vowels, number 0, the O. Breathing. Note, the author's moon is in Pisces. So, in this polarized and bitter world we all live in, we can avoid much danger and bad communication by saying the animal correspondence for the god and goddess. The gods and goddesses, really. The most high of the wolf's pantheon. The king and queen of the universe are the bear and the lion. The great spirit that's the king and queen of the sky, Yah, all mother and father. So say instead the bear and the lion. So instead of saying God, say either just Yah, which means all of the above rolled into one, or bear, or lion, ram, the phallus. For some it might be the vagina. No, the author is a heterosexual trans woman. Or we are all wolves. Yah is bear, ram, wolf, lion, phallus. This is why we say the Yan Sui, the wolf, are pagan. Phallus is Jabura, the masculine archetype symbol. Kesed, the feminine side, number 4, is the vagina. So again, number 1, the bear, named Mary, is Virgo. The woman witch named Mary that has shape-shifted into a bear. Number 2, the ram named Yahushua, Aries Pisces, cusp. A man witch named Yahushua that is shape-shifted into a ram. Number 3, a wolf named Yan Sui, Gemini, a woman witch named Yan Sui that has shapeshifted into a wolf. Number 4, a lion named Haile Selassie, Leo. A man witch king named Haile Selassie who shapeshifted into a lion in 1975. And last, number 5, the phallus named Jabura, number 5. The penis of the lover of the author, which shapeshifts back into a mushroom after sex. No, Yah is short for Yahweh, spelled Y-H-W-H, which shouldn't be spoken out loud. Say instead, Yah. This is also called the Tetragrammaton, Yah. So this is all the introduction of the audiobook. The bear, the ram, the wolf, the lion, and the mushroom. The following is the Yan Sui's mythology of Yah, the WHO of Yah, and as it's sometimes called. Here is the story that is the replacement for the Bible and any other story that is polluted by the need for it to be the infallible word of a man in the sky, the adult Santa Claus, whose name in common English is God. God is fiction, and all gods and goddesses are made by the hands of mankind, the wolf. And this process is symbolized in the shape-shifting of Yan Sui into a wolf. The wolf is the one praying or meditating in the outside layer. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Rather, it would be a sheep in wolf's clothing. The wolf who eats the annual lamb's flesh and blood, I, Rasta. We are wolves, and we are with the foundation of meditation and the Sefer Yetzirah, which is the Kabbalah with a Q, the Tarot, the medicine wheel, and my working Kabbalah. Here is the mythology of the wolf, the story of the WHO of Yah, the bear, the ram, the wolf, the lion, and the mushroom. O Yah, from across the abyss above head into the bear. In 1975, when lightning struck a black mama bear named Mary, starting the launching into the age of Aquarius. But we just call Mary the bear with a capital B. The launching greatly affected the life of the heroine of this story. This is a story of a wolf named Yan Sui, but we call her the wolf with a capital W. Chapter 1, The Wolf. By 1976, the wolf had really cut out a life for herself. In 1967, when she was a human witch named Angie, and she took upon herself her new name, her witch name Yan Sui. Then she shape-shifted seemingly forever into a wolf, or sometimes a deer. So we just call her the wolf. The wolf is a gray wolf and represents you, the one listening to or telling this story. Her symbol is the Sacred Heart. So by 1976, the wolf had really cut out a life for herself. In the early 60s, when she was a college student, she made many expensive mistakes in grocery expenses. But today, as a wolf, she has a very different situation in life. Things are going well. A wolf can smell both people smoking cannabis and the plant itself. One day, a wolf brings cannabis to an old friend, the bear. Wolf never knew her family, and Bear soon became both best friend and family, like they were soul sisters, lifelong friends. Bear and Wolf tromping through the forest. No one dared cross their path. Some say they are also seen as a bear and a deer, which is an even crazier sight. But most of the time, supposedly, they are a bear and a wolf. One day they encounter a ram, bighorn sheep. The ram was the only creature not afraid of them, but the truth was the ram was afraid. They all joined up together in search in an adventure, going through the trail in the Rocky Mountains. One day, a huge owl, representing the tarot, lands on a branch and says randomly, "What you seek is the image of a lion inside flame, in a campfire scry." And then it flew away. They decide to check it out. They know where the humans camp. The wolf and the ram barely got along, but they got along. In 1975, an Ethiopian king shape-shifted into a whelp. As a woodcarver, a man from Ethiopia also carved a lion out of a tree stump. So it looks like an African lion in the Rocky Mountains. He hides a camera and watches wildlife react to the artwork. One day he goes bankrupt, so he takes the lion sculpture and throws it in the fire, yelling that it purify him. And it did. The existential experience was what motivated him to raise the baby lion whelp, the same whelp that used to be a human king in Ethiopia. One day the man and the lion go hiking together and encounter the bear, wolf, and ram. The bear proves herself the top of the pecking order and runs away. But for the rest of the story, she is seen in the sky at night as Ursa Major. The lion and the wolf and ram. The lion teaches the wolf and the ram witchcraft. Then he runs away, never to return. But he too is seen at night in the sky as Leo the lion. But the wolf and the ram still couldn't get along. Many days later, the forest in the winter is full of snow. The wolf and the ram make a snowman named Beanie Man Snowman. And it's a magic snowman that absorbs the ghost of a skier everyone called the Beanie Man. His ghost is said to haunt this forest every Halloween, Thanksgiving, and winter solstice. But he is at your service if you give him an offering of snowman sugar cookies frosted with cream cheese frosting. He is all about winter solstice, but he is also a friend of Santa Claus. He doesn't do the Christian Santa Claus Christmas, rather the witchy winter solstice, because he's a witch. But he gets some eggnog and watches the movie Santa Claus is Coming to Town every year. It is recommended to keep Frosty the Snowman sugar cookies at hand from winter solstice to January 7th, and to watch Frosty the Snowman movies. Do not decorate with Christmas for the same reason you call Jesus Yahushua, or even more often, just the Ram. You are a witch, not a Christian. The Beanie Man leaves gifts for the children at night that they can see in the morning in return for their sugar cookies. A tree shapeshifts into a lion with cannabis in its mouth, and it gives it to the wolf and the ram, and then runs away. They get stoned in the name of Yah. They both run off individually into the forest, into introspection and ego transcending, into personal gnosis, the sacred heart. They learn all roads go to Rome. Reality is a controlled illusion, a perspective. The journey that's the purpose of life is to know and love thyself, so you can know and love outside yourself. And it's a unique inward journey. Each one finds the sacred mushroom of Yah individually. The phallic plant becomes erect, shoots an exiliar into their mouth, and they become enlightened. The next morning they find each other. They make a fire and drink coffee and smoke some herb, stating that be the sacred sacrament of Yah. They forever after that get along perfect. And mushroom becomes a symbol of spiritual food, gratitude for life, and wisdom to make good choices, to do no harm to yourself or others. Service. True intelligence is forever adapting. Yah is within, one love, peace. And the wolf shape-shifted back into the human Angie. The healing powers of temperance. After all, she has learned and purified how she treats herself and others. She is less in need for everyone to agree with her. Unity and diversity. She can let go and really clean house, which comes with many blessings and capacity for happiness, freedom, gnosis. She is finally present and can enjoy the now, the lion inside flame, lighting herb, filling one's lungs with the cloud, the body of the bear. I am the tree, awakened. She no longer will live as a wolf, but a human, maybe an angel. After that, if that's proportionate in her reincarnation expression. Oh Yah, thanks for life, and give wisdom, and in shadow knowledge. And they lived happily ever after. Amen. One love, peace. Closing remarks. So this is meant to be very simple and plain, because like stated before, it's to replace the Bible and the belief that there's a man in the sky that has an infallible word in his scripture, and that whole behavior, which has become out of date, according to the Yansway, the wolf. And so the only way to do that is just have a very, very simple story that brings in the symbols that will be used. And then all the details can go out from there as an individual makes it happen. So obviously the bear is Mother Mary, The ram is Jesus Christ, the lion is Haile Selassie, and the wolf is the Yan Sui individual, you. The whole point of this mythology is to distance yourself as a Catholic witch, which is no Catholic ever. We just use the Christian symbols. I am fond of St. Michael, for example, but we are not Christians. We don't believe the fall of Adam is real. The need for Jesus to die for us is not a real need. Heaven and hell is a lie. Life is a spiral. We believe in progressive reincarnation, and no book is the book of an imaginary man in the sky. All lies in need of this update, this adaptation. But these mostly fiction creations are still useful. Mother, Mary, Jesus, Selassie, all still useful, but if called by those names, especially using the Bible, has become exposed. But calling Mary the bear, for example, still has all the same cherry-picked flair, but none of the ridiculous expectations of perfection. Who the bear is no one's business but my own. Celebrations of the Lion, November 2nd and July 23rd. It's all prayer, meditation, and holidays, and the tarot, and all the witchy ways of your craft from here on out. Jobless. Not jobless, huh? Rather, Yah-bless. These are days of camouflage. Of the wolf, of the wolf, of the wolf.